Hello, folks. Welcome to Gobbler Games. It's Tuesday evening, and that means we're playing some space. Coriolis in space,
Space.
space. Yeah, welcome. Come in, grab some musicola, sit down. I've had a really good day at work, and I'm really looking forward to this session. Yeah. How's everybody else? Which way should we go? Should we start with Pete? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I've had a fun week at work so far, but I'm not in on Thursday or Friday.
Why? Why ever are you off this week? What
Because on
could you be doing?
Thursday, I'm launching my Kickstarter for Heroic Deeds. So
What?
yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. Got 264 followers on the Kickstarter at the moment, so that's doing all right.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, we're gonna see what happens on Thursday.
Lots of cool things on Thursday. Lots of cool things.
Yeah, I'm just building my month calendar for February for all the stuff that I'll be doing on the Kickstarter to share updates and sort of information with the backers. So I'm
Awesome.
going to share that today or tomorrow to let people know what's going on.
That's amazing.
The Lollygaggers will be running a Heroic Deeds game on
Really?
Tuesdays for 3 weeks in February. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's going on as well. Yeah.
And how is Yusuf?
Yusuf is crapping his pants.
Excellent.
He's currently without his trusty weapons. I mean, he left his grenade launcher at home. And some riot police have just smashed through the wall. So he's got, serious survival problems. But not the first time.
Not the first time. No, not the first time. Graham, how you doing?
I'm really good. Just had fun game Blood Bowl, so yeah.
Did you win?
I lost 1-0 even though the other person only had 5 players on the pitch. I could not pick up the ball, which is obviously a little bit of a drawback in a sort of fantasy American football. But I had a really good fun time not winning. I genuinely mean that. It was great. So.
Oh, good. What team were you playing?
Shambling Undead.
I don't know them ones.
They have mummies and wipes.
That's why you couldn't pick the ball up.
I mean, that's potentially exactly right. Yeah.
True. How's Silsilla?
I think this looks a bit terminal to Silsilla, so I suspect that he will probably encourage at least the mystics to run away.
Oh, really?
And try and buy a bit of time. It depends how many of the Judicars there are. Judicars?
Judicars? No, you're right. I get the name wrong every week.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if I was going to.
Every week.
It depends how many of them there are. If Shanaz can, talk them into just doing something different, or what? I don't know. Shanaz may wish to fight, may wish to run. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But
I mean, Shanaz is the murderous cultist from the Death Planet.
I mean, that's probably not a good look to Judicars. I mean, Justers. We'll call them Justers. I can't remember the name. Which one is it?
Judicars.
Judicars. Okay.
The Judicars.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy, yeah. Judge okay. Judicars.
But yeah, I will see what happens, but maybe not moving. I feel less at risk of summary execution, like we just saw that happen to a mystic.
We did, yeah. We did. Ben, how are you?
Hey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good?
Don't know what's going to happen today, which always throws me off and makes me like, oh, that plan, that good, that plan, that, and that plan, that. I don't know.
You must be a leaf on the wind and see how you dance.
Yep.
Really getting the references in. Just got to start
Can
there.
I get away without having to murder an entire police force?
Just a district work will be fine.
Just a district. Just little
just
horizon.
Precinct.
Mm.
We're going to murder the 6-9. Is that what's happening here? How is Shanaz? So Ben is nervous. How is Shanaz?
Shanaz is probably dropping to instinct at this point. I think she's like, oh, for crying out loud, why do people keep messing up my plans? I have brilliant plans, and then someone comes along and stuffs it up.
Can't people just do as they're told?
Exactly.
Well,
See, it goes so much smoother.
It might if people behaved. So the plans that folks are messing up. Let's move over to here. There we go. Look, this is the map. This is the map. And this last week. Yes, it is. Oh, I feel so proud of myself when I make sure to include all sound parts in OBS, and we can still be heard when I change maps. It's a small thing in life, but I am proud of myself. But yeah, last week we were searching for a defector that we found out to be Judge Nigella Kurahan Dolfasra from way back at the start of all of this shenanigans. She is defecting because she knows something about the upcoming elections. We did some...
Which are hours away.
Hours away. Hours away. We did some mystic powering, and we did some mystic visiting. We saw some mystics. We saw a mystic be executed. And we wound up in a place that we've been before, which is Mira's Mawar, talking to a young mystic behind a bar, behind a counter. And as we were talking, a Judicar kicked down the door and threw in some sort of grenade. Shanaz did a big swirl, ducked out the way, pushed people over so that they wouldn't be caught in the flash. And we ended that for that week. And that thus brings us to here. So this is our map. We're up near where it says ground floor number 1. That's the sort of area we're in. And the map's not here for us to do like bit by bit tactical combat rolling across the thing, because I'm not very good at that. But we're up near number 1. The doors that have been exploded are the ones on the outside of the compound, if you will. So the outside ones, Judicars are coming in. And there are doors that run out into, it's like a garden that surrounds the rooms of the Moa. There is like a carp pond, a fish pond, like a nice stone path to wander around it. That round circle over towards Ben and Graham, that is a temple. And there is like a walkway that goes all the way around. So you can go up to upper level, and then that's where all the apartments kind of go around the outside of this like small compound. We're not sure in which of those rooms, whether it's the large ones or the small ones, contains the defector. But she and Shadi Bat Erden's nephew is somewhere in there. And we can assume the Judicars are also on the tail of them, unless they just decided to raid the Moa. Graham, did you decide to spend, because last week there was some dithering about whether we were going to be a licensed...
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I need you to tell me what exactly that means. I did sort of assume I was just casually carrying it around in a bag or something.
I mean, you can have carried it round. What you can't have done is like have it slung and ready. Like if you're walking around aggressively, it's not an open carry license.
Rifles over the shoulder. I just figured everyone was doing that. But if they're not, then it'll be in a bag or something.
Yeah, it's not like open carry, have it around license. You can have one of these, but you can't just wave it around for all to see.
Sure.
Does Yusuf have a smaller pistol or something, or a melee weapon or anything concealed? Like he could try. No. There is a risk, like if he were caught with it and he doesn't have a license, there would be, as well as probably a kick-in, more trouble.
We talked about it last time, didn't we? And I was talking about whether or not I had a gun on me, and then I realised that I probably wouldn't have had.
Yeah, an accelerated pistol, relatively. Still to deal. Okay, so Yusuf is unarmed, and then Shanaz, she is a weapon unto
Keen
herself.
Fashion sense.
Keen fashion sense. Killer fashion sense. That's the phrase, isn't it? Killer fashion sense. Yeah.
Nazarene or
Shanazarene. It does sound like the Nazarene sacrifice.
It does, which makes it more appropriate.
Yeah, Shenazarene. Okay.
Bad mouth
get
by my
there.
own crew.
You've been Shenazarene. Never go full Shenazarene.
Never go full Shenazarene. Wow. Okay. Let me find the stats
New t-shirt line out next week.
of our bad guys.
And matching acrylic nails to go with it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Licensed acrylic nails. Excellent. Okay.
Are the spikes like chrome or just plain metal? Or pearlescent?
Awesome.
Well, my ones,
Mhm.
mine are mercurium.
Does that have a colour?
That's how they're
Silver.
extendable. It's like silvery
Mercury.
Yeah, like
shininess.
definitely Wolverine-like in its
It's Lady
appearance.
Deathstrike, even, isn't it? It's worse
is.
than Wolverine.
Lady
I gave my
Deathstrike.
blade
Wow.
away to
Wow.
our good friend whose name escapes me.
Homer, Ninjak,
No.
Kirsch, Adia.
Kirsch.
Yes.
And I have no intention of taking it back. Kirsch can stab someone to death who tries to do
Okay,
that's okay with.
I'll make a note.
Yeah,
Kirsch can do a murder, approved by human.
yeah.
Alright.
I'll give her a little piece of paper if she wants.
I have relied upon Ben always having their Versen cards nearby. Is that the case this week? Yay! I know ours are over there, but Ben's are literally on the desk. Because, unsurprisingly, we need to draw initiative.
Let's go. So it sounded like I was in a bath far away, and now I sound like I'm in a bath close up.
All right. So, who are we going to start with? Who wants their base initiative first? Pete. Pete wants their base initiative first. 2.
I can never remember. Is 2 good or bad?
2 is bad in
Bad,
this
bad.
this one
You want
because you
higher.
add things to your initiative to improve it.
Sorry, Pete.
No worries.
All right, I will take the next one. 8. Okay, who wants the next one?
Up to you, Ben. Do you want to choose for Shanaz?
No, you have the next one.
Take it away then.
3.
Are you on our side?
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it. No.
Shanaz was an Azkaban agent all along.
It's
And
only
I'm
a-
on a 9. Bloody
9.
typical.
is it a nine
I
or
need
a
one.
6
I
or
need
something
one
on top?
more card, please, Ben.
Oh, look, you got 10.
10.
No, I'm not on our side, apparently.
That's all right. Ben goes at 9. They'll all be dead.
That's
Alright.
true.
Okay. So it goes. Bad guys, Shanaz. Bad guys, Silsilla. Yusuf. That's our whole run. Does anybody? What would you need? What would Shanaz need? Shanaz would need something that would increase her initiative by 2. Like if you're.
Well, my claws do that.
Yeah. So that would bring you up to like 11, and therefore you would go
Yeah.
first. But you would have to be making.
I would have to be making
an
use of the
attack.
claws
Yeah.
and going for the attack. And I don't want to be the one that initiates fighting.
Okay.
They've already done that for sure, no? Like they.
It's possible I might still be able to talk them down or at least lie or distract them.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this person that's kicked in the door and threw in some kind of grenade, they move in. They are wearing the Judicar kind of armor. They have their pistol in hand, and they shout something along the lines of, "Everybody get down on your knees, present your ID." Getting and they like directing folks into like the open area. Get out from behind the desk. Get down on the floor on your knees. Identify yourselves, kind of thing.
So they didn't scream, "Die, scum."
They didn't start with die scum. No, they're at
Okay.
least making this look
That's good.
semi-official.
That's
I
good.
realised I had the third eye talent. Will that help me in this situation? If it's too late to bring it up, then that's fine as well.
Third eye is
Just means they have to poke you in the eye like that.
yeah.
Oh,
They need a fork rather than a knife.
it's about. I remember using it when someone tried to surprise us. But don't worry about it. Just carry on.
Yeah, we survived the flashbang, so we're not like concussed or anything. So we'll remember that for any future
Yeah, perfectly fine with me.
ambushes.
Right, I looked at it last week. Forgot to mention. Here we are now.
Yeah, sorry.
That's my fault. Always.
But yeah, this Judicar bashes in. They've got their pistol drawn. They are aggressive and shouting that folks should get to their knees, get out from behind their desks, get off the tables and chairs, everybody. And there's only what, you three, this lady behind the bar, and maybe one or two others. There can't be more than like half a dozen folk in the room, yourselves included. And they want to identify everyone. You can
Well,
see.
I'm gonna do you know who I am it.
You can see outside there are more, be it guards perhaps, or Judicar. You're not sure, but there are more people. Like they are basically, setting up a cordon. This place is under siege, kind of thing. Is that what Shanaz does? Do you know who I am?
Effectively, yeah. So, do these guys have ranks? And
Judicar is like
it is a rank,
the top.
but do they have
sort
like?
of-
Do they have like ranks among the Judicars? Is like Judicar Captain or Judicator Supreme or something like that? Do they have Judicator Sergeants?
Judicar Maximus.
Judicar Maximus Derisius, husband of assaulted, I don't know, murdered wife.
Maximus Sicilius Marillion, something like that.
Yeah, they
Marillius?
probably do, but it's probably not used outside of like their head office. There'll be a
Okay.
Judicar who's running this operation.
Yeah.
And they all answer to a judge. So I
Yeah.
guess it would depend on the hierarchy of the judge, the seniority of the judge. If you are the lower sort of new circuit judge, your Judicars will be less weighty than prime judge Hubar.
And given that they're recruited from officers and the elite,
Mhm.
is there any chance of being able to recognize him?
They all wear like plates, face plates.
Okay, so they don't have
to
like a
try
great
and-
big shield with their name on their chest or anything.
No, they aren't.
Right.
They aren't like
I mean, that's a good sign.
Anderson or anything written on them. No, definitely Anderson wouldn't be in the Judicars. But I'll see if the book is actually over there, because the Judicar in the first book, she has basically like a flap kind of.
Yeah, like a half face helm
Yeah,
down
so
to
you
here.
can't really. Yeah, that's it. Emissary lost. Let's see if we can find a Kuba. Everybody.
So they're faceless goons, so we can kill them with impunity.
Yeah, why not, eh?
We just assumed they were imposters.
There, that's the
Yeah, it's
see?
visible, yeah.
that's the Judicar. That's them.
They've just come for a chat. I mean, they don't cover their faces for any reason, do they?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's them. See, so
Nice.
Looks
Okay,
fairly
I'm
badass.
going to.
they don't
Inter-
have that big gun out.
Oh, good. That's a positive sign.
It
Yeah.
looks
I will
like a
put
flamer.
myself in between them and everyone else so as to give them as much cover as possible.
Mhm.
And I am gonna. Do you know who I am?
You're gonna,
This.
you know who I am. This. All right. This is.
So I will call them out by rank if I can identify it.
No, they don't. They don't have a rank on them. It's a rankless uniform, so it would be Judicar.
Okay. Judicar, what's the meaning of this?
All right. The Judicar looks at you and pretty much tells you citizen, knees, identification.
Citizen.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
He clearly no. You've not presented your ID.
I'm a close personal friend of Nahin Del Fazra, and you wish to force me to my knees in these clothes?
Would you like to make a manipulation roll, please?
I would love to. It is my favorite. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that maybe seductive's not going to work.
Yeah, the very limited scope for sexy times at this point.
Yeah. However,
That's a
I am
shame.
going to pull on my wealthy family, do you know who I am thing.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I've got that. Ooh. How many of them are there in auditory range? Them and the guards.
Them, and then the folks outside. There's
Yeah.
probably between 4 and 6. You can't quite see. Less than
Well,
10.
that gets me an extra dice then because I'm an agitator, so I can make a big scene. Okay, still a terrible roll with only 2 successes.
Okay. And what is Shanaz like? What is the angle she like? Do you want them to stop and debate? Are you trying to get a better treatment? You're trying to get them to be like, "Oh, I didn't realize it was you here. Please leave."
I'm trying to get
while we-"
all eyes on me and make them stop and think twice about what they're doing. This is supposed to discombobulate them because they're probably used to being immediately obeyed, and having someone turn around and not take that.
Okay.
It's kind of a flip the script on them.
So you want them to
I
whatever
want them on the back foot and a whole bunch of people outside going, "Oh shit, this is getting a telling off."
All right, so this Judicar who is trying to is like does pause for a moment or two, not long, but it's like you can hear them like they are obviously talking like acquaintances of Nadine Dolfastra in this room. Like he's checking, can they act against this judge, and you know, we're not about to step on somebody else's kind of thing. And
My judge is bigger than your judge.
yeah, whose judge is bigger? Who is in charge here? Okay, so while he's doing that, what is like Yusuf and Silsila doing?
Okay. I'm going. It's me first, is it?
Yeah, I mean we're not necessarily in like full on.
Okay.
But
So
the order's there now, just in case.
I'm gonna I'm gonna like shove my sniper rifle thing across the floor, basically what's it while he's running away, and then I am gonna kind of follow Shanaz's lead, and you can just hear Yusuf going, "Ow, ow, ow! I've got a gun. I'm holding it up though." And I'm going to be like walking on my knees, like it's very, as in, like kneeling
like
on the floor,
shuffling,
just taking
like
loads
a
of tiny steps, going, "Hey, I've got a gun, don't shoot, ow, ow, ow."
Okay. Can
Got
you...
a license as well.
Oh, okay. So you are sort of like complying, but in an overly obvious way.
Yeah, like they've already got one distracted problem.
Could you make an infiltration
And
roll?
then I open fire, right? That's the plan.
I mean, if that happens, then yeah, suddenly my gun is properly in my hand. I actually have 1 in infiltration
Excellent.
and 5 in agility, so I get 6 dice to fail with. God damn it!
Did the icons not bless that roll?
They did not. No.
Are you
no.
suffering from Nuffle
I have
rollover?
a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and another 1.
Would you like to push that roll?
No, it's just pantomime.
Okay.
They at least have to come and deal with me while I'm holding the gun, so presumably that's at least 2 of them. 1 to point a gun at me, 1 to take the gun off me.
Yeah, so so as he's talking to someone, he does, because I rolled an observation for him, like, you know, you're sliding your other gun towards Yusuf kind of thing.
Oh, I thought we were on this film. Okay.
It's good aircon. It's good HVAC. As he's sort of like, as you're sliding that over to Yusuf, he does call in for somebody else to come and check your license. So the the other gun is there, but it's it's going to be obvious if Yusuf
that's-
dives for it rather than
No worries then.
that kind of stuff. What is Yusuf doing? Is he just going to combat roll into the gun and shoot the cops?
No. He's going to head towards where he thinks he could get to the rooms, where I think I saw them.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use my clairvoyance ability.
Okay, so you want to
figure
head
out
towards the back
exactly where
door.
they are.
I'm putting it with a mouse. You can't see my mouse.
No, I can't see a mouse.
Sorry.
What number?
So the back door. So you're in one, and you're moving towards 4.
Okay.
Because outside of there, and you'd know those steps at number 9.
Yep.
Go up
They
to
lead
that
up.
level.
Okay.
Where
So
all
gonna
those
run out
rooms.
door, hard left. So is it all glass or is it a wall?
It's a wall. It's like
It's a wall.
Okay. Internal sort of bits of
Sure.
ship.
Yeah.
It's made out of the old
Paneling and
Zenith
that
and
kind of stuff.
paneling and
Yeah, I'll
bits and pieces.
duck around that bit there.
Okay.
But low.
Low roll move. And you're not you're not sweeping up Silsila's sniper rifle.
No.
Okay.
I don't really know how to use it, to be honest. I only barely know how to use a grenade launcher or a pistol.
They're just big blast things. As you dive out, can you make me an observation roll in this back area, please?
Yeah, sure. One success.
You see on the opposite side, so down towards. I'm gonna put a little. Put a little. That will help. No, help if I right map. Not a little X, it's a big X. So down there is a Judicar, and it looks like they have 2 guards with them. So either they've come in a different way, dropped in with a jetpack. There's 3 people on that sort of run.
I'm wondering if I can get a jetpack out of this encounter.
Wouldn't be a season of Coriolis if someone didn't.
Yeah. No, I'm going to scamper up. Are they on that raised floor?
They're on that level, yeah. It looks like they are
shit.
at some point going door to door kind of thing.
Okay, clairvoyance.
Okay.
Because I've seen her
Uh-huh.
now, I can try and do my clairvoyance.
Sure. Yeah, make powers roll.
Which is 8 dice. Ooh, 1 success.
All right, 1 success is all we need. So you dive out of this area, you leave the gun behind, move around, look at these folks and go, shit. Close your eyes and have a bit of a wee.
Yep. I already had a bit of a wee when they
There
burst
are a
through
lot
the
of
door.
guns.
Yeah, there are a lot of guns. Okay,
Yeah.
so the room that she's in, she is in a bathroom, right? She's been shoved into a really small bathroom, and it's the sort of bathroom, where you kind of have to push a toilet kind of thing up to put the shower out. It's really tiny,
Yeah. Cool.
really
Fifth
cramped.
element toilet.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you can hear a kind of whispering like, "What do we do? What do we do?"
No. The clairvoyant power
Oh, okay, sorry.
doesn't give me any sensory stuff. It literally just tells me where they are.
Oh, new power. Thing I didn't know.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
I thought it was the Mind Walker.
No, sorry.
They're over here. See that?
Ah,
They're over there.
yes.
Um,
Okay. Well, then
so,
I'll be running up the other stairs.
so you turn around and
Yeah.
you start scooting the other way.
And-
All right. So this Judicar, they're almost at like the opposite side but between there and then there are a bunch of doors and things that these folks have to check, whereas she's in a little tiny room.
Okay.
Oh, wrong one, don't do that. Back in the sort of reception area, what is Shanaz like doing to hold their attention, or is she just giving a litany of like?
I'm just going to get up in this guy's face, and when I get close enough, I want to drop him a quiet whisper and really keep him discombobulated by switching from "Do you know who I am?" to "You're interfering with a long-term operation here."
Oh, okay. So you're going to try and bluff it out.
You're
Yeah.
doing my judge is bigger than you.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get up into his face. You are sort of like my judge is bigger than your judge. Silsilla is like waddling around on the floor and like playing the kind of
I'm like, should I take the magazine out and like take it out, put it back in?
that kind of stuff. There's a couple of Coriolis guard who are like, put the small arms on the floor, and just stay still. Like they're trying to. But the girl who is was behind the bar is crying and wailing. The other kind of folks. So this room is all kinds of like loud and chaos and that kind of stuff. This Judicar stops for a moment as Shanaz is like, "You're fucked. You're so fucked." When Nadine finds out, this judge Judicar stops and goes, "Understood. We'll wait your arrival," and then looks at you and sort of goes, well, you can't see his teeth as he sucks them, but directs his helmet towards you and says, "I'm sorry, this, whatever your operation is, it's just got escalated to a higher authority. Present your ID, any credentials."
Icons, you just screwed up months of work, and I'll present whatever credentials I currently have.
Okay.
We're traveling undercover, aren't we?
You were traveling sort
We were
of
scruffy. We were looking
Yeah.
a bit more.
scruffy rather
Yeah,
than
yeah.
alternative.
Okay, so I've still
ID.
I've got my own ID.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
just
that's
avoid
going to put a
it,
cat
just-
amongst the pigeons as well.
So do you carry on, or do you actually just present him with
I know, I'll present him with my ID.
Shanaz? What's Shanaz's surname?
Shanaz Al-Bahia.
I rather hope to.
Shanaz Al-Naz. All right.
Reputation 7.
Yeah. So he stops. Is Shanaz in her fineries or is she still in her scruffs? Because she had like a
no,
Samaritan.
she's not in finery. She was wearing a Lady of Tears
Yeah, like,
veil and stuff, but she threw that at the boys to stop them getting blinded. So she's probably just in the equivalent of, well, her armor.
okay, like
I have protective clothing with
protective
a
clothing.
camouflage layer.
Okay, so there's like this sort of Lady of Tears dress, no headdress left of it, like the shift that would go over it, but then it's like sort of oddly shaped because there's like protective pants underneath it.
But
that
everybody
kind of
knows
stuff.
that the courtesans have Black Lotus. You know, I've pulled this off twice before. I can make it work a third time.
Okay, it's the Shanaz trick. The Shanaz.
I am going full Shanaz, just like you wanted, Graham.
Full Shanaz.
I mean, they're all still alive, though. I don't understand.
I'm saving that for bad guys. These are just misguided.
So he says, he looks at your ID, he goes, "The Shanaz Al-Bahir."
Indeed.
And he immediately like calls, "I need some backup. I need some folks in here now. I need guards on both doors. I need, bring me a net. bring me 2 guns." He starts like, and you see him like back off a bit and point his pistol at you. Get down on your knees.
I guess the video did go through then.
Get down on your knees. Put your hands behind your head.
Damn it, Shaddy, you were supposed to squash that.
And yeah, he's visibly like, oh crap. As he's doing that, somebody else walks in. She is flanked by two guards. They look like Coriolis guards, but they aren't carrying themselves with the sloppy demeanor of a Coriolis guard. And she is wearing some very good looking body armor. She has some sort of, I think it's an accelerator pistol. No, actually she has a Vulcan carbine. That's interesting. She has a Vulcan carbine, and she looks very different from when we saw this panicked lady Nadina at the start, worried about people like bullying her and trying to get things. And she's like, where is the Defector? Which room is she in? We will give you a modicum of mercy if you hand over everything you know. I will negotiate for no death sentence on your bar. The girl behind the bar, who is no longer behind the bar, more crying, more tears as Nadina starts telling folks how she won't let people get killed if they help. What do you do, Sil?
I'm like, Nadders! Oh my god! I'm so happy to see you, Nadders, man. Remember that time when we saved your life? Anyway, I just came for coffee pods, man. Like, Jesus Christ, how hard to get hold of.
Is that what you're after? Like, you're trying to deflate the situation and confabulate?
I mean, I think it doesn't appear that I can shoot my way out of this for longer than 2 seconds. So I'm just following what Shanaz's plan is, which I appreciate.
I mean, my plan is going
working.
very swirly, very quickly, and I'd rather not murderize everybody, but we're fast approaching that point.
I mean, I'm not in cover. I am holding my gun at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, and I just repeatedly call her Nadders. And
Nadders.
Like, can I stand up now? Because we're mates.
All right.
If they're dangerous, should I put my gun down now? What's going on?
Yeah, she's like, put your gun down, put your hands behind your head. Start.
I put it back in its holster and start to stand up like this.
No, on your knees, that kind of stuff. People are like...
I do my own rabbit ears.
Yeah, people are like, on your knees, that kind of stuff. Stay where you are, don't move, don't stand up, don't, where's your pistol gone? Somebody secure that rifle. This girl is screaming. The other two people who are here are like, we're not involved in this, we're not, the chaos that you want is screaming and shouting going on in this room.
It's like hostile now.
Yeah, Yusuf, you can hear like aggressive shouting, chaos and everything coming out of the reception.
Sounds like the plan's working.
Yeah.
Get the judge and get out.
Yeah, this is all so you can run away, mate. So
don't worry, I'm running away.
So you run up the stairs towards where you know the judge is.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we're doing?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
And you're going straight there. Is that the plan? You're not gonna like...
I don't know what else there is for me to do, so I will go straight there.
No, maybe you wouldn't, like, I don't know, create a distraction by setting fire to something. I don't know.
There's a distraction going on already. I think they might kick off or something.
I mean, I've met you folks. Like, burning down Coriolis Station might be the next step in this plan.
in a sanatorium.
Not anymore.
Records.
You didn't burn down the sanatorium.
True.
Plus, why would I burn down Coriolis Station? I live here.
Sure. All right, so you run up there, you get to the door. What are you going to do? You're going to like knock? You're going to be bang on the door? This is like...
Use the line, Pete. Use the line. Come with
me
if you want to live.
Yeah. No, I'm going to psychically project into her head. Come with me if you want to live. I'm at the front door. My name's Yusuf.
Oh.
I'll be your driver this evening.
Yeah. Make your Mystic Powers roll.
My thoughts one.
My thoughts to your thoughts.
It's yeah. No, it's thought transference.
Mhm.
Here we go. I got 2.
Ooh.
That green
If
one's
you
doomed.
if you get extra
Okay.
successes, does that mean you can project into extra people?
Oh, hang on. That's a very good question.
Because we know there's at least one other person in there with her.
Remember, I thought transference.
And he's much more likely to shoot you than she is.
Yeah, but I'm sure she can say, "Don't shoot the guy at the door." I don't think it's in. I think it's one of those extra ones that you gave us in a chat somewhere,
Oh, is
rather
it?
than the one in.
It's probably
But
in
I'm not
Last
worried about
Cyclade
that.
then.
I will just message her and say, very open and honest, and I'm a mystic. I'm Yusuf. Out the Black Hands. I'm here to help you.
I don't know which page that's in. So
Don't worry.
okay, we won't worry about it for now, but I will look for next time. All right, so you from near the door, crouching down to the other folks on the other side, who you can hear are like
Well, I'm not going to be standing in front of the doorway, so if they like shoot through the door, I'm dead. I'm going to be to the side of it and
nearby,
saying, yeah.
you know, in a stairwell, watching and waiting. Yeah, and you can hear these other folks like hammering on doors. They you know, banging to get in, kicking in the things. People like screaming. Little bit of like chest thumping as you've raided my room. I've got nothing here. You can't take my stuff, kind of thing. You know, search and seize, you know, rights, all that kind of stuff going on the other side. So you've got, you know, a little bit of time to sort of style it out, and you crouch there and you wait, and you wait a little bit longer, and then the door cracks open. And this
We have to go now. I'll say, does the door cracks open?
like out loud or in head?
Out loud.
Okay. This is like early 20s looking guy. Mean tattoos just down his neck. Very short shaven hair. He's wearing a shift that is quite similar in style. Remember the guy on Gina who blew up our ship to kind of encourage us to be involved?
Draconite.
The Draconite, yeah. He's wearing a shift, like a shirt. Yeah, that is like similar in sort of cut to his. Almost like to signify he's probably a Draconite as well. And he looks out and he looks around. He hears you say, "We have to go now," and he closes the door behind and moves over to you. This guy. He's like, "We have to get her to Spire. My mentor has a diplomatic house in one of the levels. We didn't want to take her there because, well, we didn't. But now we're running out of options. We need to keep them occupied, and then we can get her out."
Well, the rest of my crew are over there, keeping them busy. But there's a search team coming around the top level, so we need to go that way.
Okay. Meanwhile, in this reception, unless we do something spectacular.
Can I blip on my radio or something?
Yeah.
Or is that too obvious with that?
You can do it. Yes, it's up to you whether you want to.
Do I know how loud these things are? Is it going to be like, diddle-oo-diddle-oo, you know? Like
well, there's options. Like, does Silsilla or Shanaz keep theirs on like silent or vibrate or, you know, haptic response only? The futuristic way of saying it, I guess.
I assumed we had earpieces. And if not, then yeah.
I just didn't want to say everything over a comms because they might be listening in on stuff in the area, right?
Oh, there's no doubt in Yusuf's mind, like the Judicar are listening on comms to any phone, any data traffic that's going through the area.
Right.
But the question is, like, do you just go, beep beep or yeah, 2 rings like
No, I won't. I will leave it. I will just get out.
Okay, so this guy.
We trust each other. They're doing their job. I'm doing my job. They know I'm going to be successful, so that's fine.
Aim is where is he? Come back, bodyguard. Come back.
Brahma.
Rio.
Is he?
Yes, Brahma. Yes. Brahma.
The scar painter.
Oh no, that's not the.
That was one of you.
Negu.
Oh.
Negu. There he is. There's the awesome art for him, if you can see it.
Yeah, cool.
Loads of tattoos all over his neck. Nergu bate den. And he like fist bumps you, and moves back towards the door. Goes back into the room. Unless something spectacular and Shanaz can read a room very well, Nadina is losing patience with the idiot act of Silsila. I know, right? It's almost as if she knows you.
Oh, she's losing patience with it.
Yeah, she's losing patience with that.
Try spending 6 months on a ship with it.
So unless we do something like spectacular, or we give like it's going to go south quick. So that's my question. What do we do to either change the situation or take advantage of the fact that, I don't know, go for the knees and knock them down, go for the eyes, boo?
I do have a question for you. Wait and see what.
Yeah, see, Nadina's never really been my thing. That was always your side of things, wasn't it? I don't really interact with her all that much.
I don't think there's very much we can do, but I'm going to remind her that she owes us an answer to the question. They'll not do anything.
In fairness, she did try and murder us, so I might just go over there and slap her.
Oh, okay.
Ballsy, I'm all in.
All right. So yeah, the room is kind of going like she'll point at the screaming teenage mystic, is like, shut up or you're going to prison, or you're going into the prison or worse. Cuff them, pointing to like the random patrons, and the guards move over that way. Secure that, and she points at Silsila and says, if you don't stop talking nonsense, I am gonna put you out and out. Like, she's losing it. Where is the traitor? What have you got? And she maybe points at Shanaz. Start talking
that'll be
sense.
the point at which I walk over and slap her, like full on cinematic, spectacular. This is straight out of Stars of Debaran drama levels of soap opera slap.
Sure. Make I guess it's a melee combat roll. Unless you're not trying to hurt her, like.
Oh, I want to hurt her. But, I don't care if it's not that much. Just want her to know. I got a success.
A little bit of claw.
No claw.
You got a success.
I got a success. I just wanted to know that I could have had the claws out.
She doesn't know you've got claws, though, does she?
Oh, do they not? Well, that's
No.
positive.
Oh, no, there's in the video.
Oh, yes, she will have seen the video. So she doesn't know those claws.
So. George.
If they've seen the video, then yeah, they know I've got claws.
Okay.
But I suppose they don't know whether or not they're internal, or whether I've
were like
got them
nails.
secured and I put them on and get all alley cat.
All right.
Like in Vega from Street Fighter 2.
Vega from Street Fighter 2. All right, so Shanaz walks up. She absolutely slaps this woman, and out of the blue, she doesn't expect it. She looks at you, and is like, "You just assaulted an officer of the Azkaban.
I also called her a murderous bitch.
But they accept that as read. And so she is going to try and basically manhandle you so that somebody else can cuff you and tie you up. So
I'm going to make her look stupid then, if I can.
yeah, how?
I am probably considerably more nimble than she, with lots of dancing and acrobatics training. I'm going to Jackie Chan it.
Jackie Chan.
She goes to manhandle me, and I'm going to make it look like she really screwed up.
Okay.
But, it was not me.
All right. So this is an opposed roll. She's obviously using melee. You're going to try and dodge.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Which would be an agility roll.
Yeah.
Dexterity, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, dexterity. Sorry, different system. Same base system, different name. I got my successes here.
Come on, Shanaz. She's really good at 2 things. This is one of them. 3 successes on me, please.
Oh, excellent! Because she only got 2. So there is like this ugly sort of swinging and scrapping around. She doesn't quite manage to get Shanaz in under control. Silsilla, what do you do?
How many people are looking at me?
Well, at the minute,
I'm looking at the map.
oh, okay. At the minute, there are. I imagine all eyes are on Shanaz after she slapped Nadina.
So I guess
Yeah, this is getting talked about in the station house later.
Mm-hmm.
Silsilla would do an assessment of if he tries to run out of the building we're in. Mira's. I'm not going to attack anyone. I just want to leg it so people are forced to again go away from you. So, is that realistic or not? In which case, I'll run backwards.
So if you run out the front, we don't quite know how many folks are out there, but you imagine a protocol would be to set up like a perimeter. They're going to stop people wandering in. It was already quite agitated out there earlier after the Judicar executed the mystic on the way in. So you imagine there's probably a big bunch of authority figures outside.
Budget. I'm going to run outside and shout, Nadina's in trouble. The Blue Rose is in jeopardy.
The
and
Blue
then
Rose.
Points.
Okay.
He has no idea what it is, but he knows that's going to piss Nadina off, and that's about the best I can do at this point. And then, people might come and arrest me, but that's fine.
Keep trying to run.
Well, yeah, it depends if I can.
Really split their attention.
Okay, so you are just going to be like, you're going to try and book it. Nadina's in trouble. The Blue Rose is in jeopardy, and just keep running and pointing and
just
screaming.
Doing my best. It really. There seems to be far too many people to kill with a pistol. I don't have an elevated position assembled thermal rifle, so.
All right, and you are leaving your rifle on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is a big move for Silsilla.
Easy come, easy go. I'll steal another one.
Okay. Yeah, give me. I think it'll be an infiltration roll.
Okay.
Because we're trying to get past and dodge past all these people, deflect.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
And a bit Jason Bourne it. Once because there will be at some point a crowd, but once we get into that crowd, steal someone's hat, disappear, and that kind of stuff.
This is 6 dice, the same as last time when I rolled 6 dice and. Okay. That's good actually. Look, that's 2 of them.
2 of them. You happy with 2 successes? You wanna?
Yes, I'm happy with 2 successes.
I'm just checking.
Thank you for checking that.
All right. So
I don't really care about getting away. So
Silsilla books it, screaming, shouting. There's all sorts of commotion. Something happens outside. Yusuf, you can hear screaming, shouting outside. There was a drone over the middle of the garden, watching, so to speak, and it moves. It moves off towards the front of the building. Obviously, something's dragged it. Silsilla moved it away.
Yep.
What is Well, you watch and Nergu brings out the judge, and she looks much older than she did when you saw her at the Cyclade party. She doesn't have her face paint on. She looks thinner. Without the kind of skull cap that the judges wear, you can see her hair has gone so much great. If you didn't I don't know whether Shanaz told you who it was. And if you don't, you wouldn't recognize her as Nigella Kurahan. Like,
I think Shanaz did so that I could
mind walk.
mind walk.
Yeah. Like, if you didn't know it was her, like you emphatically do because you've seen from inside her head, you've made this connection like with her before. She does not look like she's been having a good time. Like, whatever stresses and strains that have happened in the past Cyclade really have taken toll on this woman. And she looks at you with a judge who recognizes everybody who's been in front of her and that kind of stuff. She got used to that. She's like, "You're from the portal with the accident. You were this boat."
We don't have time now.
No, and Nergu like puts his arm over her to kind of cover her. What's the plan? Which way are you going to try and get out?
Could you put the map back up so I can
Oh,
have
sorry,
a
yeah.
look? Oh, blimey. We're going to head over towards so I'm assuming like 6 and 2 are ground floor, are they? Or are they on the... No, they're on the upper
No,
floor.
they're still on the upper level, yeah.
Well, we're going to have to head out that way. We're going to have to try and get out.
There is like this weird tiny, I don't know whether you can see it very well on yours, on the screen. I put it here and then I'll move it. There is like that there, a really weird tiny little alley, if you will.
Yeah, I think we have to run down past very close to the people. And they're probably out by the number one.
Yeah, they definitely, if on the screen, that there's something going on where on screen there are darkness points. Like,
are there those dotted bits? Are those balconies?
Yeah, levels, balconies.
We have to jump off something, aren't we?
You're gonna
I
jump.
think so.
Yeah. So we're going to run down that corridor to 6 or 2, depending on whether we hear any activity
Okay.
or how close they are on the other side. Get into there, and then balcony, and then maybe that air conditioning unit that's dangling on the outside.
Yeah,
We can jump onto that and climb down the outside of it.
Okay.
Something like that.
Please make a infiltration roll, because what we're trying to do is move quietly and quickly, avoiding the folks who are raiding rooms, and they are still making their room like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 rooms to double check. They're not very big rooms.
You're also judge killing.
Yeah.
Does the Draconite provide some kind of aid or assistance?
He will help Nigella.
Okay. Cool.
So Yusuf is just responsible for Yusuf.
1 success.
All right. So you move ahead.
I'm responsible for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
He will look after. He's the bodyguard for the judge. Yusuf just needs to double check. So Yusuf runs ahead, cracks this door open. This is a big, nice suite as you look in there. It's empty in that there's no guests in it, but it's a big, nice room. You can see there is like a big TV screen. There is a big table. You know, you can imagine people have done some entertaining in here rather than necessarily living in terms of like shady dealings or backroom negotiations. Yusuf might have been to a place like this to pay for his transport on a ship or something. It's that kind of thing.
Any fruit in bowls?
Yeah, of course there is. There's a fruit bowl on the table.
Always stay true to yourself.
Something's going in the pocket.
Papaya goes in the pocket.
Just making sure there's no one there and that I can see the balcony door.
Yeah, the balcony door is there. It's not hard for you to sort of pop the door open and look. Make an observation roll.
Okay. One success.
Excellent. So there's no handy like hay bale or anything that you could just backflip over into.
Passing truck full of pillows.
No, nothing like that. But if because you're only one level up, really, if you can, like you say, do a little bit of like move over there and shimmy down. If you go first, you could help the judge,
Sure.
And Nergu could kind of watch
Here
over.
we go then.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where my hyper rope could come in handy.
Have you got it with you?
Well, yeah, I kind of have my just bag of crap with me.
Just useless bag of crap.
No weapons though. I don't carry weapons.
No.
Yes, I will use. Oh no, this is the super dangerous shit, isn't it? Hyper rope. It's like I'll cut myself to shreds if I dangle.
It's
across it or
like a
something.
nanometer. It's
Isn't
like
it?
skinny rope, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Let's not worry about that. That's like for hooking up traps and stuff.
Do you not get special gloves
I'm
with
not
it?
gonna. Yeah, but when there's three of us and we're trying dangling from a nano filament, someone's going to lose a limb.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, we will just do parkour style.
Okay.
And when I say that, I mean like quite carefully scared, edging across the thing, and my foot.
I think this is either like a force roll to like brute force it,
Also dexterity.
or dexterity. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, because there's two ways you can do it. You can do a body strength kind of lowering yourself down, can't you?
Just like
Or you could like jump a
fall
bit,
and
wedge
try and
your
roll.
that kind of thing.
I'm going to go agility because I'm not. I'm better at that.
Good luck.
Here you go. So he'd go for that. I may push the roll.
Hey, yes, yeah. Okay.
Come on. No.
Okay. So,
Hurt myself.
yeah, you would take. What are you doing? Are you going down? So it's going to be like 2 or 3 meters, isn't it?
Yeah, I just don't roll properly or something, and I just.
I think
Take
the
one
damage
die.
is only like 1 or 2 points per fall.
Okay.
I don't think it's like.
It's 2d6 per 10 feet.
Is that what it is? Or are we
That's
falling
like double D&D damage. isn't it?
55?
That is D6 per 10 foot, I think.
Yeah.
That was quite a lot as well.
The art of falling. If you roll no 6s, something goes wrong.
To get to know super harsh in Coriolis. It's like you are broken.
You may hurt yourself,
Roll a
lose an
critical.
important.
They took their inspiration from the Witcher
You
3.
can well, that's got no damage there.
Essentially, Geralt falls off a curb and dies.
Geralt falls off a curb and dies.
Super hard in every other way. Falling damage into.
7.
Sounds about right.
You need to find that rock you can slide down.
It just says a fall of 3 meters or more landing on a hard surface. I roll dice equal to the number of meters fallen, -2. Armor may be tested. The crit rating of a fall is 3. So if it was 3 meters, -2, I get to roll 1 dice. No successes. So you fall, you're prone. It doesn't look like good, but you don't injure yourself, which is fortunate because previously Silsilla has had like an injured leg and stuff. Oh, should I spend a darkness point for the injury? No.
Got 9 of them.
Yeah.
Spend them.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Let's be mean.
I mean, I think we've handed you 3 this session. So
Yeah, I spent 1. All right, so Yusuf falls. The injury he sustained from the crash.
It's a severed spine. Like, be joking.
The injury you sustained from the crash of the Kudapatilla when Nadina, the woman in the other room, blew up your ship,
Oh yeah.
Not quite heal, so like just like slight mobility impairment in the future.
You just have to go. It was
The judge, panicking, falls.
Oh,
She didn't get any sixes.
can I attempt to catch her?
Sure.
roll under. You're already on the floor. Just roll under it.
Yeah, I'll take her damage. There you
Okay.
go. Easy.
Because she's going to die, isn't she? Like, described as frail and old.
All right, yeah, take a point of damage for her landing on you.
I'm more than happy to do that.
Bony elbows.
And let's see how
Yeah.
it
Oh.
does.
Plates a sandwich.
No, he actually gets 2 successes. Gosh darn Draconites. All right, so the 3 of you have escaped. Shanaz, you are in this room, alone. Crew, like Silsila's deserted you.
Yeah, that's not true.
Well, you know, I'm just being sensationalist. You're in this room by your with what is it? An Astaban agent, a Judicar, and 2 Coriolis guardsmen, and then 4 folks. You're having a bit of a scrap with the Astaban. The
I haven't hit her back. I hit her the one time,
Yeah,
and then I
well-
just stopped her hitting me. The rest.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a
I'm assuming that they're going to get a little bit more testy now and probably start pointing guns.
Yeah, so the Judicar is keeping the other folks, like now Silsila's ran, he can't afford for his sort of career to let any more of these hostages like move. So his pistol is now on the other folks, and he's directing the Coriolis guards to, you know, cuff those, arrest them. If we were to do this in like initiative, that would be 10. What is Shanaz doing? Are you going to escalate it, try and escape?
No, now I want to get caught and go to prison. I have a plan. I'm going to make things worse. I'm going to escalate things for myself.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to let them arrest me, drag me out the front, because they're going to have to walk me past the crowd of people. Working on the theory that they're probably going to assume that I, as a courtesan, don't want to get shown up in public and will be all subdued and no, don't show my face. I want to look right at the crowd.
Okay.
Assuming there is one.
Yes, there is a bit of a crowd.
Excellent.
There are guards, Coriolis guards, and folks like keeping the unwashed away from the front of the house.
May I ask how many people there are in the crowd?
Is it any more than 32? Because then I can't.
I mean, 26 would be good.
I rolled 27 on my dice.
Perfect. That's a +3 on my agitator roll.
Oh.
So, yes, I want to inspire the crowd to really hate the fascist bully boys. And I'm going to say to the crowd, know the true destination, fight for the journey there. The horizon lives in our embrace.
Just gonna look up something.
I was just going to shout the cancelling season 7.
Pardon me.
Okay.
Water. Okay. So Shanaz, like as you're dragged out, shouts these things. Obviously, there's a bulletin drone sort of picking up footage and that kind of stuff. How many successes did you get? 4. 4 successes. All right. Silsila, you're running down like an alley past some bakeries. There's some sort of stairs that go down. We've seen them before. That's where Yusuf went to have like a chat with the mystics. Where are you running to?
I don't think I would run far because I want to know what's happened. So I would kind of create some initial distance and then try and find a viewpoint where I could see the front.
All right, so you run down a bit, make a left into like a tobacco shop or a cantina.
Just nick someone's hat, whatever.
Give somebody 2 creds for their hat and come back out with a croissant and some espresso.
I got a beard from some.
Okay.
But yeah, so like from Yusuf's point of view, he doesn't know what's going to happen to Shanaz, and he doesn't know if Yusuf even got anywhere. So I need to see if they get taken away, so I can try and vainly do something. Also, if they send one idiot off with my rifle, I'm going to go and take it. But yeah, I need to see what happens to him first. I know there's a risk in doing that, especially with the drones and all the rest of that stuff. So, small change of appearance. Yeah, who's getting dragged off.
All right, so Shanaz, you run, you stop, you pick up your croissant, you get changed. Yusuf jumps outside of the Mawar, catches the old woman. Negu jumps down next to him, helps you both to your feet, and is like, we need to start moving. And he gestures to like probably something that Yusuf would recognize. Like he starts gesturing and leading you towards like a stevedore tunnels kind of thing. That's what they've been using to move around. That's how our contact found them. He starts gesturing. We need to go up, and he's in the background. Like over the other side, like drones whoosh overhead. For some reason, they are not interested in yourselves. Like there's a beat in your heart where you're like, "Fuck, we've been found," and they just keep going. And you can hear in the distance, this is the Coriolis guard. Stand down, or you will all be arrested. This is a disbursement order in place. Stand down, and you're like, shit. But you keep running. As you,
I wonder if she went full Shanaz.
Yes, we're picturing Shanaz just like full on Wolverine, Lady Deathstrike murderer here, right? Silsila, you come out of whatever you've been hiding, taking a moment to sort of like take your knitted jumper off and put on a chemise or something, kaftan even. And you can hear people as you sort of come out of this place. Guards from somewhere else are running towards the square outside of Mira's, charging down that way. Don't notice you, don't care about you, because you can hear a full-blown riot has kicked off in this square. Absolute screaming. And when Shanaz, what was the last bit? Like the horizon is in you. Is that what she said?
No, it was literally the words you gave us. The horizon lives in our embrace.
Yeah. So as she says that, there is a moment, and somebody shouts, Shanaz, she's one of Kahari's last witnesses. She's part of the song. She's heard our song, and like absolute like people just they're taking Kahari's last witness, and they run like no fear of whatever's going to happen, but they dive into the guards. Some folks who saw the mystic killed earlier just take this opportunity to set upon a guard, whether they were related, they are mystics or whatever, and like full-blown riot kicks off. Some people are fleeing, tables go off, some people are taking opportunities to like smash stuff just because they want to. It's clear there is so much tension building in Coriolis. just the right or the wrong words can throw it into disarray. You are being dragged by a Judicar. Do you beat him up to run away? Do you take it? Because they're going to try and, like, hand on the back of the head, push you out. You are prime witness here. You are subject 0. Or do you take this opportunity while they're...
No, I'm going to take this opportunity to break out. I had 2 ways this could go, and it depended on the reaction of the crowd. If they'd stayed quiet, I was going to get arrested and hopefully try and get into prison. But they have not stayed quiet. They've kicked off. So I am going to be public enemy number 1 instead.
Okay. This will be, let's make, all right, so they're going to make a melee roll. You can oppose it with either more melee or what
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Absolutely a dexterity.
Ooh,
That
okay.
one.
I have made my roll.
Two successes.
Ooh, it is equal.
Ooh.
I need to double check who would win there. Should we just go to round 2?
I guess if you think about it as a combat thing, they've each had a go.
Okay, yeah. So you try to break out. He stops you. He pushes you forward towards some sort of vehicle, some sort of lock-up. Do you make it more violent? Are you going to try and injure him rather than just break his grasp? Or do you
No,
want
I'm still just trying to slip.
Okay.
Because if I try and make it violent, I'm actually going to be less successful than just trying to get out of his grip.
Okay.
Getting out of the grip, I can do that gymnastic flip over the cuffs thing and leg sweep and then cheese it.
Okay. So let's try again.
Okay, 2 again.
Oh, he is less. You get right. So there is a good, and it's on camera, right? There's some sort of bulletin drone watching you as you like resist arrest, fight with it. Somebody from the crowd throws a chair. This dude sort of has to dodge it. People are shouting, like Kahari's Last Witness, Children of the Song. Hear the music in your soul. Free Horizon, all this kind of stuff going on. God,
Prisoner 24601.
Yeah, one way out, kind of thing. People are being beaten up, and as something hits this dude, you like slip out of his grasp and just start like you peg it for a bit. So Yusuf, you're being led up. He tells you we're going to Negu. When there is a moment of quietness, tells you, my mentor, we need to go and see Councilman Mandrigal Ho. How much into politics would Yusuf be? Like, if we mentioned like somebody from the Houses of Parliament, how likely is Yusuf to recognize him?
That tosser.
Yeah.
No, that would be the instant gut reaction, but not know who that is.
Okay. So he says Mandrigal Ho.
Who's that?
He's my he's the Draconite representative for Coriolis.
Okay.
Is what Nigella
met a Draconite on a little while ago. Nice guy, after all fashion.
Negu, who is Judge Nigella, is like he has offered me a way off Coriolis for the truth.
Which truth?
The truth. I I know that there will be a Zenithian takeover. This has been planned and orchestrated.
I think we
The
all know that, right? That's pretty.
Zenithians, my Zenithians, those at the top of Coriolis, they've been receiving funding, pushes. Somebody else is behind all of this. I don't quite know who. Mandragore has offered me a safe place to assess the knowledge we have. He's offered to smuggle me off the station. Can
you fit a few more in there?
Yourself and your crew, I'm sure, yes.
Just as an option. I mean, things are getting pretty hot, right? And I'm not sure how much longer we want to hang around.
For your rescue today, and yes, although I
need
do
to get in contact with my friends though, and I'm assuming you don't want me to just use my.
Well, we were planning on all going to Shaddy's auction house anyway. That was our destination when we left here.
Okay.
So that would,
Oh,
I can't
right,
imagine
say.
that we haven't set anywhere to meet up. We didn't think we were going to get separated.
No.
So we would probably want to stick to the plan.
Mhm.
And Shaddy is like his mum, so
his aunt.
aunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aunt.
Yeah.
Negu is not going to deviate from taking Nigella to Mandragore Ho's
Okay.
apartment.
So I can send a message to Shaddy's
Send a message to Shaddy's, yeah.
that they will receive, and I will come with you. I don't want to lose you.
And you say to I need to send a message to Shaddy, to Aishan's Emporium, to that kind of stuff. And Negu is like, Auntie Shaddy?
Yeah.
Huh. And he like a young guy, he's like, I can't smile on us all. And he bumps your shoulder and is less like, oh my God, this is terrible kind of thing. All right. Where do we want to meet up? Where do we want to meet now? Because we can kind of understand Shanaz has escaped. There's going to be shenanigans. Silsilla is wearing a fake mustache and that kind of stuff. So where do we want to meet up? Do we want to meet up when we finally all get together at Mandragore House? Does Yusuf come out to meet them somewhere else? What is the...
I think
if I leave them, I think they'll suddenly get murdered or something.
Okay. You want to...
there's one thing I would want to do at Aisha's Emporium.
Okay.
Is do they have any heavier weaponry than a pistol I can borrow?
Shadi, you get there, she's very nervous that you've arrived, and wants you to all sort of get out of sight.
Got guns? I'll be gone in 5 minutes.
She has it'll be something like a carbine, not a Vulcan carbine, not anything fancy, no heat scopes or that kind of stuff, but a little bit more artillery. And on the display is literally a bulletin that has your three faces and scenes of a riot, and the bulletin is showing injured people and people crying and in pain and that kind of stuff, that sort of thing.
It's like Running Man.
Yeah, definitely.
Set us up, goddammit.
Yeah, I tell Shadi to lie. I'd already left before all that stuff. And actually, if she wants,
that was all Shanaz.
Well, if she wants to spread some amusements, she can blame it on Dina, but call her Nadina the Blue Rose. Call her like a overzealous. God.
Oh, I can't find the exact text, but they are like blaming you for this riot, other dissident activities on the station. You should not be approached. You should contact your Coriolis guard. Like serious levels of Coriolis wanted, people of extreme danger, fallen courtesan Shanaz Al Bahia, Yusuf. They're literally next to nothing. It's basically like escaped slave and
Some
dissident. Silsilo, do they put like X
Probably ex-colonial staffer or something like that.
yeah,
It's up to you. Like, I mean, like, did do the sort of
Disgraced war hero.
yeah, fallen war hero.
Oh no, he wouldn't be a hero. They'd never call him a war hero. If he's in disgrace, it would be.
They do, because they
Oh.
literally say Shanaz has manipulated these poor folks.
Ooh,
Like
yeah.
used their showing the true face of the courtesans, manipulating the population. You know, like Shanaz is the evil thing. These
Well,
people,
they're good.
yeah, these
They're
people,
good, but they're not that good.
these people, you know, Silsila was once a loyal thing, possibly one of the original Zenithian families, Shanaz, that kind of stuff. Yusuf, you know, hardworking Algolan, led astray by, you know, sexual favors or whatever, like really laying it on how pair of them
He
are,
wishes.
you know, that
sorry,
kind of stuff.
Silsila. Sorry, you said Ewan.
Because they don't have anything on Yusuf, so what, you know, they've got nothing else to kind of put in. They don't know that he's the basic.
Mysterious.
Yeah, they don't know that he's basically funded the Black Hands or any of that, do they?
I would like to tell Shadi to, when they refer to me, to my Kasar surname and Zenithian, confirmed by Admiral Watsit. So when she kind of, if she does a little bit of counter propaganda to paint me as a Zenithian.
I mean, she wishes she had time for counter propaganda, but at the minute she's mostly just trying to make sure she doesn't get arrested for you
I'll
guys
take the
being
guns and
here.
go. Is Shanaz here or not?
Yeah, I guess you both meet up there.
Okay. You want a gun?
No, I want a broadcast suite. I need a camera. I
Shadi's
need
like,
some way to access the net.
not here, not now. Any signal
No, not here and now.
will
Just
be traced.
give me them to go.
A drone or something?
She basically has like a mobile phone, you know, nothing.
Fine. We'll
Nothing.
go and steal some from somewhere. Where are we going though?
Shadi can help you. She knows where Nergu would take. She knows how to get to Mandragore Ho's compound. She can help you get up there and reunite them, reunite the party, if you will.
Okay, that's amazing.
This is a turning point, Shadi. They've done it. They've slapped a face and a name on the front of all of the trouble, and they've created a figurehead. The idiots don't know what they've done. I need to get counter broadcasts out as soon as possible, because what they've done is they've given me a platform.
Shadi is like, we need to get you off station.
Yeah.
We need to get you off station. Go meet up with this judge. If we can get you both off station, it will be hard to have more than one or two ships leave right now. The election is going to be anytime soon.
Fix?
Well, yes, but they're going to announce that. They're going to lock down and use it to bring in. This is not good. I appreciate the
No, it's not
Long
good. They're
good
going to
is-
do awful things, but they've given us tools. They've given us weapons to fight back. They've given us their own weapons to fight back against them with.
she gets together a few folks who are going to show you the way, perhaps a tabula and something. She gives Silsilla a Vulcan carbine so he can get you there. And she's just like, this better be the best interview ever for the Red Spider. We're going to get you off station and you're going to start recording.
I
And
look
you're
at
gonna
them
start
like
broadcasting.
they're all crazy.
I want full pirate radio, spectacular, full pirate feeds. You get everything. You broadcast everything.
She concurs, but she's also like, but first off the station.
Yeah, I know. Something.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna die. She knows, right? Yeah.
No. Well,
What?
maybe.
I
You
mean,
can kill people. You can't kill an idea.
Can't stop the signal.
True. That's true. But we're not getting away with what we just did again. They'll just kill us as soon as they see us now.
Oh, that reminds me.
Hmm?
Slap Nadina.
All right. Excellent stuff. Yes.
Oh. Big old handprint on her face.
There's probably, if you scrub through footage really carefully, you can see like a rosy cheek in one of the angry shots. But you got to know what you're looking for, otherwise it could be lighting. Yusuf.
Say, she's pretty good. Sorry, she's
Oh,
pretty
yes,
good. I had no idea she was Judicars.
She's not. She's Astaban. She sits above them and next to them. They're the secret police.
I know, but
Judicars are public. She
Yeah.
just swanning around in her fancy uniform, but she's always been Astaban.
it's a very good spot. Getting us to do her work right from the very start. Anyway,
Clever.
let's find her and kill her. It's over then.
Yusuf, as you get up to the spire, up to a level like a deploy like this level, we as players or folks who were back at the beginning of the campaign have seen this level before. Because over on the other side of this lake, this artificial lake inside a space station, is a still empty house where the emissary lived. Mandragore Ho's home, his compound, is on this lake, on this level. It is a 2-story affair, and it would be full of normally it'd look quite beautiful, like big glass windows, that kind of stuff. But all these glass windows have got big shutters down, and they look like bomb shutters, kind of thing.
Like on the Purge when they all shut their
Yeah, definitely.
houses up.
You're like, this is very much a Draconite kind of form over function upgrade to the building. Negu gets you to wait at like this, and it'll look cute because it's on a fancy level, and it'll be something like like a wooden picket, wooden white hut that covers up
Cool.
a ugly drain. He gets you to wait there, and he heads off, and obviously does some
I'm
sort
gonna
of
ask him if he can get me a gun.
like, yeah, when we get in, I'll get you a gun.
Yeah, sure.
And he obviously does some sort of like shines a laser beam 3 times on a flower kind of thing. And he comes back and then leads you into this home. Mandragore Ho is an old guy, and you realize you have seen him on like probably political broadcasts or coverage that Shanaz takes a interest in. He is a council member.
We'd have seen him at the party as well.
Yeah, you would have seen him at the party. He's not like a party animal. He would have been there in like holding a piece of bread on a plate and holding a glass, looking like I'm going to time this exactly to the moment I can leave, kind of thing. And he welcomes you in briskly, like come in, and then leads Nigella to essentially a safe room. It's like it looks on the outside like a wine cellar, but really when you get in there, he can shutter it down and it can become a safe room. He tells her, I need a few more hours. Our ship wasn't quite prepared. I need to create a couple of distractions on different parts of the station in order to secure the hangar so we can get you out. Just a few more hours and this will be done. And she reaches out his hand and she says, Did you find Arlane? And he's like, not yet. He's somewhere down in Kua. We haven't quite found him. We think he's maybe near Monolith City. But beyond that, I have no idea. And she looks like at the floor, like really sad. He looks up at you, Yusuf, and is like, I've heard
I saw
of
a nice
you.
house in the jungle, I'll say, kind of quietly to myself.
Huh? What did he? This is a nice house.
And I saw a nice house in the jungle, remembering from my kind of
Oh, yeah.
vision.
He looks, he says, well, I suppose it is. We've secured a place in Bay Basin. You've made some deals, my contacts and the judge's contacts, unsavory as they are, with some syndicate opportunists, but you have needs must. They will keep the judge for a short while, and then once we have deflected, we can move her on to a further location. You are one of the ones who have been after the portal explosion. Have done some things around the horizon. You are not unknown.
I have been around through the portals, in portal space.
You haven't been noted, but I hear you funded some interesting people.
Worthy people. All this I've waved my hand around at this big fucking house fortress thing.
Mm-hmm.
All of this is a great luxury. There are many with nothing. They're the people I'll help. Or those who are defenseless in front of tyrants.
And he nods. Like he's like, well, yes, all right. Never forget that hard. What is austerity breeds strength. Go through the trial, you become stronger on the other side. He puts his hand on Nigella's shoulder, in a like, and you will become stronger kind of thing. Like he's trying to reassure her in the absolutely unreassuring Draconite way. I've heard your crewmates are on the way. I must prepare. Are you staying on the station, or do you wish to come with the judge?
I think we're going to have to leave.
You're not like, you could stay and have a fight here. It's up to you.
I think my companions just caused a riot to allow our escape.
Yes, you are all on the news.
Sure.
And he switches on a monitor or something. There you all are. Public enemies number.
Oh, they got a good picture of me. That's cool.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. That kind of thing. He unless you want to go with him, he says to wait here with the judge.
Does my profile say mystic disease?
No.
Cool.
It does not. It just, you're some sort of hapless terrorist led along by evil Shanaz.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
according to the bulletin, you are literally just like hired muscle kind of thing. This later broadcast also has like Adia on it.
I was going to ask about Adia and Kirsch.
As their pictures on it. They haven't been arrested. I don't know where they are right now. Where did we leave them? Somewhere in the Stevedore tunnels?
yeah, cargo container somewhere, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right. So they are noted crew, and they're wanted for further questioning. It doesn't have Kirsch on because Kirsch is not a person.
Yeah, I'll say to the Draconite, yeah, we need to. There might be a few coming with.
You know, it's the ship is not large, but a few extras can be found. Do you need me to find them, or you got a way of contacting them?
We may need your help.
He shouts, "Negu!" and like heads out the room, leaving you with the judge. She looks at Yusuf. You spoke in my mind. I heard your
Sorry about
voice.
Sorry about that. I don't mean to do these things unless they're required.
You're a mystic? You have the disease as well?
It's not a disease.
Sorry, Arlan says the same.
I can hear Coriolis sing.
He said
It is
this.
beautiful, and I feel sorry for all of you who cannot hear her.
He's gone away with the cult, the children of the song.
They are my friends
Can
and my
you
brethren.
can you speak to them on my behalf and
Not this far away.
I'm if I don't bring Arlene with me, I might never see him again. Could you
Oh, you will.
could you tell him, find him, let him know?
I do wish to find them once again. I have seen where they are.
If I go with these folks, with the Draconites, tell them everything I know. Tell them of the coup of
There's going to be a battle, right?
tell them of the coup, tell them of the flotilla at Sadal, tell them what they've been doing with the Uharu refineries, tell them of the bulletin censorship, tell them of
There's some simultaneous 47 strikes on the cult of the Nazarene across the entire horizon.
if I go and share this knowledge, will you find Arlene for me?
Yes.
And yeah, that's deals to her. She like sits and quietly begins to cry.
I'll give her a talisman of the machine icon. The icon of the machine god. It just looks like trinket crap to like casual eye. But if you look at it, you'll see it's kind of Coriolis shaped.
You know what I love so much about that is this picture in the book, which is her, and that's pretty much exactly how she would sit with this little icon, crying, like terrified of what she has to do. She's going to become more than public enemy number one, and all she wants to know is that her mystic son, who's gone down to be with the cultists, knows she's still alive and he can come and find her. And she just, she just begins weeping.
And I'm going to walk off thinking, now this place must have a shitload of coffee pods somewhere.
Yeah, especially down here in the wine cellar. Yeah, definitely.
We don't even have a coffee machine, but we're getting ready for when we get another one.
Oh yeah, shit, we lost the coffee machine. Ah, existential crisis, finding a new coffee machine.
All right. Shanaz and Silsila make your way through like all the tunnels, upstairs, through lifts, up, down. It's as annoying in a journey as it was getting to Coriolis to move through all these stevedore routes. Every so often you see like these black hands smeared on walkways and that kind of stuff. There's clearly some sort of like signaling, because there's also like charcoal sort of marks around some of them and that kind of stuff. So they're clearly marking routes and that kind of thing. Eventually you make it to the level where Mandragore's compound is, and Negu sort of meets you, finds you, and brings you to the house. And it's hours, like it's been hours and hours, you're sort of reunited with Yusuf, this old judge who's crying, sort of, you can see like she's got tear stains, like at some point she must have had makeup on and we didn't realize she was just unwashed, like she's not as, and so you can see like tear stains in like dirt and grime that she's acquired. Mandragora's fed you and stuff.
Have we seen?
No, that won't do. I'll get her cleaned up.
Yeah.
Help her put her face on.
Have we seen the news about Adia?
Yeah, it will be. You will have, like, when it goes
The
through. Like,
Draconites are going to help us out and get her.
Kirsch?
And Kirsch will be with her, right? So they can both.
No news story about Skivar and murder spree. So
no Skavaran with Mercurium swords has run riot through
no
there.
capybara thieving. Oh yeah, I hand you the carbine.
Cool, thanks. That was getting a bit hairy there for a minute. I assume you all made lots of noise. Well, I could hear the noise, and all the drones went over there. So, like, well done.
It never quite got to the point where I figured that I should shoot at least one of them in the head before they all did the same to me. You don't know. Nadine was there.
Oh,
Nadine. Turns out she was what was it, Shanaz?
Astaban.
Well, she was on that ship with a load of Astaban, wasn't she?
Well, all the way from the beginning. She played us, I think.
Yeah.
I did give her a little bit of payback, but the promise of more to come.
So she thinks
you didn't like get your claws out, did you?
No, but she knows I've got them and that I could have done.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, she was obsessed with finding this judge, so good job getting her away.
She's going to go off and tell the Draconites about everything that's going on.
The only reason
I
we're
imagine
not
the
dead.
Draconites are going to come back with a load of ships, and then there's going to be a big space battle around Coriolis.
Well, no, the only reason we're both alive is because she was convinced we knew about that judge.
We did.
Well, that's true, but it's not like we told her that. She was pre-convinced herself. So yeah.
We need to go and find the judge's son.
Nigella Delfazra, may I take an imprint of your memories?
She looks at you like slightly. Are you a mystic as well?
No.
And then she looks over at like Silsilla. All of you are mystics.
No, a proxy recording.
Isn't that dangerous?
Not if it's done right.
Can you do it right?
Yes, this is an alarm device.
She's like,
I'm going to look really worried in the background.
I look over Shanaz's shoulder and say, "Nah, I just fly and shoot people."
She says, "Forgive me, Shanaz. You take all my memories. What use does anybody have of me?"
No, you'll still have them. I just want to make sure that there's a backup. But I see your point.
If I have a backup, I am useless.
I understand where you're coming from. Perhaps instead we might just talk about what you've seen. I'll share.
I know there is the Zenithian hegemony and the consortium have drawn up secret deals to rule Kua, Coriolis, and different areas of the horizon amongst themselves. There is
what of the rebel fleet massing near Sadal?
There is an influential politician out that way, Anna Din Eusidia. She has been leading the building of a fleet, controlled rather not by the Legion, but by the consortium.
Yes, they're using humanite slaves to build them.
The colonial agency's refineries have spread taken more fuel and more than the share, making some of the colonies in Uharu and the quadrant of the pillar underpowered, sacrificing those people in order to fuel and fund this fleet. The Order of the Pariah have been involved in a number of attacks around the horizon. The bulletin has
Indeed
been
they have.
censoring almost every bit of news that's come out of Coriolis. The people here are woefully misinformed. There is a cult of mystics, and she looks over at Yusuf like, forgive me, but they themselves seem to be operating with an agenda that is unknown to even themselves. There's definitely more to their amassing than anything else.
I found some of them recently. It is interesting. They are. They see Coriolis as a literal icon.
Do you think they could build a receiving and transmitting station to get around to the censorship?
The mystics.
They're more on their own little sub-network, I think.
But do you think if given the opportunity to spread the word, that might be something that they could do?
Potentially, but I don't think we have time
Only to
Not
each
now.
other.
to do that.
But you can communicate with them, can you not?
Yeah, sort of.
I was like, oh, and Judge Lady, odd as it may seem, I think the pariahs are actually the good guys.
That's going a bit far. They're the least worst guys, maybe.
I would, compared to the Astaban, they're definitely on the good guy side, because they chose to be there. They put themselves in that firing line. They could have just left us all to it. They hate everybody else, but you know.
As we're debating this, the judge points at the screen behind us, and we sort of look at it, and there is a picture of a bulletin. Yeah, it's a bulletin. It's Nana Elades, who is one of the News at Dawn hosts. And she's talking from outside, where is it? Faction Hall, which is where the council meets, kind of thing. There is a podium up on the steps. It has the banner of the government, like the government of Coriolis. And as we turn the volume up, she's here. You can hear her saying, thank you. I'm standing outside Faction Hall, where a press conference is about to begin with none other than His Excellency Johann Kassar, our new governor and chairman of the Council of Factions. The rest of the council members are emerging from the hall shortly. They are about to be scanned, like the camera drone follows, like people coming out of Faction Hall. And Johann Kassar, the bloke who gave Silsila his title, like this dude, takes the podium. He has quite a long speech in the book. Forgive me for this big bit of box text. Citizens, people of the horizon, children and wards of the Zenith, today is a momentous day. We have heard your prayers and honoured them and the wisdom of the icons. A divided and weakened council threatened our very existence. Corruption at the very highest levels of government has forced us to act. Former Governor Kermel Dergosian failed to keep you safe from the crime wave that plagued the station. The rot in the Coriolis Guard allowed anarchy to prevail over law and order, And to give us a chance to rebuild, Council has elected me as your 10th Governor of Coriolis. My first act in office will be to restore order to our streets, and I hereby announce the formation of a new law enforcement directorate, the Sentinel Brigade, who will answer directly to our faithful Judicars. The Sentinels will consist of those of our dear siblings in the Syndicate whose esteemed families have renounced their illegal ways, unite us with the light of the Zenith. Behind him, armored Judicars march down the stairs, followed by former Syndicate gang members clad in dark uniforms that have white styling. It is our right to celebrate the Pilgrim Aria and the greatness of the horizon, the third horizon in peace. We shall wash away the filth and the troublemakers from our streets and plaza. Yohab turns and points to a group of Judicars guarding an impeccably dressed androgynous courtesan in handcuffs. The new governor raises his voice. Moreover, the council's investigations of the corrupt anti-republican interests that have destabilized our society have yielded fruit. Hermanos Lete of Alarm's Temple is hereby placed under arrest, and a warrant has been issued for the so-called spokesperson of the Draconites, Mandragore Ho. Both will be charged for their unpatriotic activities dealing with the Zalosian martyr thugs. This investigation has led us to rule that the Order of the Pariah no longer deserves a seat at the table, regardless of the tragedy of Sister Alma's death during the core riots. The followers of the martyrs are hereby to be regarded as terrorists and a threat to our third horizon. We aim to deal with them as swiftly and as effectively as an alliance of true Zenithians between the consortium and the hegemony. Lastly, a poll conducted at an emergency meeting of the Popular Assembly shows that your faith in the operations and financial stability of the Free League has deteriorated to the point where we no longer, in good conscience, can cooperate with them on matters of macro politics. The League's costly strike earlier this cycle has forced the consortium to restore balance by way of the Humanite Act. Somewhat controversial legislation, perhaps, but absolutely vital for the survival of our civilization. We cannot risk another disruption like this again. Let me therefore introduce you to a new, strong and loyal council representing safety and security for the third horizon. Excuse me. The cameras flip back to the News at Dawn hostess. Nana smiles at the camera, and it lights up with the portraits of the new folks who are on the council. So News at Dawn have been given the honour of introducing you to your new leaders, elected with a landslide majority at council earlier this evening. First up are Hekama Vanna, Fareda Din Herma, Tahiriya Markoon, whose selfless service in the Neo-Zenithian fleets and legion has kept us safe in many dark days. An infusion of military blood will strengthen the council resolve. And you will, of course, know our next name from our visit to the broadcast station earlier this cycle, Soba Hernan, former operations manager of our interest in Uharu. She is followed by two well-respected names, Anna Din Yusidia and Adan Berbasil, who has paid for the creation of the Sentinel Brigade out of his own pocket. Our seventh name is Selba Din Harma, who is leaving a career as esteemed cultural attaché and negotiator in the conglomerate in Kua. And it starts showing you all this stuff. It is a complete Zenithian takeover. Absolutely a whitewash. I
look at the evidence and say, any of that? I could just sound of the barrel scraping. Catch a deep.
So this is how democracy dies.
Yeah. This is how
Also,
democracy
the
dies.
Order of the Sentinel.
Oh
My God.
seriously, they just slapped armbands on gangsters and called them policemen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Desperate times.
Isn't that what they normally do?
Fair.
So, as we are left with like this scrolling sort of bios of all our wonderful new esteemed council members, we will leave this week to find out how we're going to get off station for another time. Yeah, Coriolis is no a happy place. Shanaz has incited riots that will only get worse now everybody realizes they're fucked.
Especially once they start broadcasting, hey, everyone, do riots.
Is that what Shanaz wants to do? Hey, do a riot.
No, I was thinking, Voice of the Resistance stuff.
Oh. Da, 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 da. That.
Maybe me and Yusuf in like a pantomime horse thing, so no one knows who we are.
So, just to help me plan for next week, are we going to try and go and find our lane? Are we going to try and get off the station with the judge? Do we need more time to think about it?
I don't think we want to hang out with the Draconites.
I think we very much have to get off station, don't we?
Yeah, yeah.
We can at least take a lift down to Kua and then consider our options at that point.
I mean, we could, like the machine cult people, we could know what they're doing. I don't think Silsila would leave unless he knew that Kirsch and Adia were safe.
Yeah, I don't think if we don't have Kirsch and Adia, I don't think I'd leave either.
Yeah, because we dragged him into this.
So we need to find Kirsch and Adia. The other thing is that Mandragor...
I'd quite like to rescue that alarm agent as well, but that's probably a lot harder than it was yesterday.
Yeah, Lete is in deep. The other thing I just want to double check with, because obviously we've got two options. Shadi said if we find this person... No, we've got three options actually. The Night Hands want the judge. Shadi said that she would try and get... she would have a place for you to get the judge off station with, take them to Jaharoom. And now we know Mandragor Ho has got his options. So...
Also, an enemy. Maybe we don't put all the eggs in the same basket. Draconites.
But he is a championship shit kicker because he's a Draconite and he can call on some fairly heavy duty support.
And Yusuf told the Mystics, where did you tell them to meet? Because you said meet us here and we'll get you off station. We're leaving soon. So was it?
That is true.
Was it the Night Hands or was it?
No, you sent them, I think, to Shadi, didn't you?
Yeah.
In their own shit.
I will have to watch back the episode. We have that facility.
Or don't. We can just pretend like we're playing at a table and remember it how we want to. But those.
Yeah, we're going to need a ship. You're right.
Those are the
Didn't
things.
You talk to Shadi though, Shanaz, after we did the other stuff, and I saw them before
meeting up.
All I knew was that there was going to be a way off, and
that's right. You didn't.
I have a way, but I'll tell you later. I'll come back and tell
actually,
you.
you were going to brain radio them.
Well, yeah, I might just have to send them a message or.
Okay, so brain radio. I like this. But yeah, those are the things. Like before we leave Coriolis, those are the things that I just want to remind you. You've got maybe 3 options for getting off station, and who you go with might be very important.
I mean, we can chat about it, but like, Shadi doesn't seem effective. Bigger sense. Like, she doesn't have a political arm. She doesn't have a military arm. Just trying to spread the truth. That gives us.
It's weird that all her money hasn't been taken away from her.
Yeah, I think that's. Well, yeah. The Draconites are mean, but kind of on the right side.
I think leaving the judge with the Draconites is probably safer for her because
I think that's a given, right?
They will kick you indoors.
Yeah.
And then
keep her safe.
Who else do we have? The Cult of the Machine.
Black Hands. The Black Hands could get us off.
I mean,
but the Cult of the Machine, I think, don't want to.
Could we get a ship?
Around. Could we get a ship?
Okay.
I know a pilot.
Get a ship.
Is that what we're thinking about
Races.
together? We're thinking about how do we get our own ship? How
Yeah.
do we then further convince?
We can't afford to be beholden to other people still.
Well, we
This
don't
is
have a
true.
plan either. Like, going with other people is their plan, not our plan.
Well, yeah, that's my other question. Like, if is the plan really, hey, Mandragore, we'll be a distraction.
Give us a
Just
ship.
Give us a ship, and then you take the judge, and we.
Yeah, we can taunt good old
That's
nadders on
clever.
the way
That
out.
could work.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, then we need our own ideas of what to do. I mean,
okay.
almost everyone we know is gone or captured or anything else or ineffective. Like, the Draconites are at least part of the Covenant of Cuddles.
Of the merciless.
I mean, we haven't reached out to any of our old contacts. There hasn't been time, so does the Temple still have a presence anywhere?
Draconites are a bit intense, though, aren't they?
They are,
Okay,
yeah.
so
I would agree
suggestion:
that it's safe, but
if
you
we
might
can get the
be extra
Draconites to
safe.
give us a ship, then we can offer to run distraction by taking our ship and giving them a bit of cover to get the judge off world. We can tell the judge that we're going to hook up and try and find her son with the Mystics, who we know are on Kua as well. So we still need to go to Kua, but that's probably a given anyway. So we're going to need at some point to go to Kua. But we could do those things more easily if we're not having to rely on other people for lifts.
Agreed.
And we could be free agents, while at the same time still being able to run a little bit of a Radio Free Luxembourg service. Because I really do think we've got that angle that we can play with. That's our strength now. Now that they've said these people are public enemy number one, it becomes our shield.
Okay. Radio Free Luxembourg. I like it.
Still a little good to agree with you. I don't think, like, he understands the concept. It's just that everything seems a little more urgent than shouting over the air.
No, exactly. But shouting over the air is how we get around.
Okay.
We still keep our journalists, investigators stuff, but we do it our way instead of upsetting Shaddy all the damn time.
She is very cross with you.
Yeah.
If you weren't public enemy number one, you would be her public enemy number one.
I don't know. I don't know if Silsila would consider the pariah or not, because they're not good or nice.
Too risky.
I mean, they must. Well, maybe we just tell them what we know. Like, I can't think of many people more likely to do something about a secret fleet than the pariahs.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Send the pariah after the secret
At this point,
fleet.
we just need them all to fight each other. Yeah, all these dickheads with big guns, and then eventually the people might be left, and all the militant people might be dead.
Yeah,
then,
if you.
I like it.
When
Like Yusuf's
butterfly
like
ships from old Arda come flying in, there'll be no one to stop them.
Well, one problem at a
All the
time.
mystics will.
Yeah, that's the thing. Actually, yeah, we should maybe
We need
focus.
to learn. We should learn mind bullet powers. That's what I'm going to try and get the mystics to figure out.
Shinaz is right though. We're thinking about the Coriolis problem and not the Horizon problem, and that's probably what we need to do: is focus on the Horizon problem.
all right. Cool. All right. I think I've wrote enough notes there, so I've got
Having said that,
Got some
one.
ammunition.
got some stuff to go with.
Yeah, Adir and Kirsch, then everything.
Adir and Kirsch, then a ship, and then Radio Free League.
Rescue. I agree. Like, we take as many people as we can off the station. Trouble.
All right, we are going to try and get the mystics that Yusuf helped. All right, cool. Well, thank you for letting me plot. Thank you for saving the judge. Thank you for watching. It is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Do we have Marvel tomorrow, or are we taking a break?
We do. We have
Excellent.
Marvel. So they are back, and there's going to be lots of smashing up. And I think we're going into the next act shortly for Marvel. So things will rank up, and then there'll be more clobbering time or other
Or the
such.
trademarks.
Yeah.
And is anything happening on Thursday, Pete? Anything? Do you got anything?
Yeah.
What's happening
Launching a Heroic Deeds Kickstarter. Yay!
Yes.
It's coming, and a few more people have followed the Kickstarter while we've been streaming.
Excellent.
So that's cool. And hopefully that's gonna all be funded in about 25 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. Whilst you're streaming and doing some character
I'm not
creation.
expecting anything like that. With there's often they ridiculously reduce their sum that they need, so they get it in 10 minutes, and then they can say, "Oh, funded in 10 minutes." It's all of February that is going on from the 1st to the 29th. There's stuff going on throughout. I'll be sharing monsters on Mondays for Monster Mondays. I have weekend workshops where I talk about mechanics and characters. Tuesday nights will be the Lollygaggers stream, and Thursday nights will be the Red Hand of Doom stream. So there's lots of Heroic D stuff going on in February that people can tune into, and I'll be sharing that calendar after the stream on the Discords.
Nice. Awesome. If you haven't pressed the like button in advance of Kickstarter on Thursday, do it. And if you are listening after the 1st of Feb, go and back the Kickstarter right now. It's mandatory. But also it's good. It's also good. And on my very sort of pointy pen telling people off, like Shanaz in a teacher uniform. I think we had that in a video at one point. Yeah. I will bid folks good night. Thank you very much for playing Coriolis with me. I'm very excited to see how we survive next, and also the Kickstarter on Thursday. All right, bye.